video we're going to show you another example of just how powerful that just-in-time is. A lot of things out there make a bunch of promises and they have no proof, no way to deliver it. We're here to show you proof that there is nothing more powerful, absolutely nothing more powerful than just-in-time. This site that we're going to go over here is a test site for just-in-time, meaning we're doing this as, like, I don't know, a service for, we have some that when it's called a test site, it means that we're doing it for a bunch of different reasons. As examples, sometimes it's because we like the company and we got to choose someone. Easy Hits for You has been around for a really, really long time. They used to be huge. When I first came online and started using traffic exchanges. So that's one of the reasons that I picked them, because when I went and checked, I noticed that they had dropped, years ago. They were like 3,000. So as you can see here, their numbers went to 11,000. Now, you've seen other videos where, we've raised websites 10 million, 20 million, 30 million, in just, a very, very short time. But how do you raise a site that already has a high ranking, which is another reason that we chose this? So it already has a high ranking. If I owned this site and I were to go to an SEO person with a regular site, they would want to sign me for a minimum of a 6-month contract, charge me for 6 months, and because they're going to say, well, that's the minimum amount of time I'm going to need to be able to move your site. Okay, so here we have when these are screenshots of before we started, and you can see, I'm going to blow this up so that you can see it a little bit closer. You can see when these screenshots were taken based on what's on the site here. So each one of these little ticks represents a month. So the last one with a date, like here, April 16th, May 16th, June 16th, July 16th. So this would be August 16th, and it's not quite it's not quite half, so probably around August 28th, and it is September 30th, so about a month. Okay, so, but like I said, what can you do with a site that's already that high? So I'm gonna show you. So this is the actual real live today. I'm gonna hit refresh so you know that it's still there. And as you can see, we raised their site 25%. So when you look at bigger numbers versus smaller numbers, 25%. 25% is a huge number for a month on a site with such a high ranking. But I want to show you some other really, really amazing things. What does just going up that much, is that really going to matter like it mattered for the websites that had no ranking, or their ranking was really, really, like in the millions? Is it going to matter for them, for this site, the way that it matters for them, because they already have a high site? Shouldn't they already be benefiting? Shouldn't they already be all over the search engines and have all of the benefit? Well, let me show you just how amazing, if you already have a site with good statistics, meaning you already have a site with high rankings, it can do even more amazing things for it. So here we have this, okay? So what did it do? Well, we're going to scroll down. Let's first look at the picture. And what we're going to see is that this site, while it has great high Alexa ranking, it has no US ranking. You can see here, these are the countries that were visiting it. Okay, this is where their traffic came from. Russia, India, Spain, Germany, Indonesia. The other thing, sorry, I just wrote on it. The other thing is how many sites are linking in. This is how many sites are linking in, how many sites connected to their site. Now they've been around for years, so for a newer site, a site that's a couple years old, this number's pretty impressive. It's actually very, very impressive. But to see a change like, well, let me just jump ahead. I'm not jump ahead. Let's go here, and you can see that now, after a little over 30 days with Advertopia, just in time, you can see that they now have a US ranking when they didn't have one. Not only do they have one, but they're 21,000. They had no ranking, none. They didn't even show up, okay? They had nothing down here, nothing here. I'm going to go back and show you the original on the map. Nothing over here, nothing. And now today, in just a little bit over 30 days, now look at the map. So this is far more important than this. For a traffic exchange, this really means nothing. And so what happened when we did that? What happened when we when just in time was used on their site? This is what happened. So they had 6,565 in 30 days. They jumped to 6,744. That's a huge difference. That's over 200 new sites linking into them. And as I said, when you're an English site, when you're an American company and you have no ranking at all in your own country, then getting there is really, really amazing. And I doubt that any SEO, if they went to an SEO expert and they said, we want you to do this and we want you to guarantee your work, that nobody would have touched this job. But we were able to do it without, they don't even know that we're doing that we did this. It was, like I said, it was just a test site. I chose them. They had no idea we were even doing it. I just chose them for many, different reasons. They didn't even know we were doing it. So they didn't touch anything for their SEO. They didn't do anything, alter anything. So just in time works without you doing anything to your site. Even if we can raise it, even if you have no idea that we're doing it. Now, of course, we don't just always do that. We have reasons for doing it. But this is just, again, an example. So these are some amazing statistics. Again, they're now in the countries that really matter for what it is that they do. All in, and like I said, 21,139 in the United States. That's huge. That's huge. So while it's only 25% here, it's thousands of percent where it counts. So that is what Just in Time can do for you. Now, let's see what else it can do for you. So this is a search for traffic exchange, which is what it is. The first thing we see is an ad. The second thing we see is Wikipedia, and that will always be the case. There's no way to jump over Wikipedia. But the first result is easy hits for you. So, just in time works. Nobody can argue that it doesn't. It works cheaper, faster, and better than anything that you could possibly do for your website. So if you're not a member, you might want to do something about that. Thanks.